Hi, everyone. Being a foreigner in America is like playing a board game where everyone else knows the rules and your instruction manual is written in wingdings. But last year, I decided I was ready. I'd been here a year. I knew what a venti was. And I finally understood why people wear socks with Crocs. It's a cry for help. I get it. So when my neighbor Brad invited me to my first real Thanksgiving, I said, absolutely, I'll bring a dish. That was my first mistake. In America, bringing a dish isn't just about food. It's a social contract signed in gravy and blood. I decided to cook the turkey, but I wanted to do it my way. With soul, I Googled how to cook a turkey fast. Google showed me a video of something called deep fried turkey. For those who don't know, a turkey fryer is basically a jet engine filled with boiling oil that you set up in your backyard. It looked so American. I felt so patriotic, I almost started singing the Star Spangled Banner while waiting in line at Home Depot. My neighbor Brad, the kind of guy who mows his lawn at 6 a.m. on a Saturday, like it's a religious ritual, walked over and asked, "Hey man, you thawed that bird out, right?" I looked at him and said, "Brad, I'm from Europe. We have winters that last 6 months. I was born in a freezer. I know what ice is." That was my second mistake. As it turns out, if you drop a frozen turkey into a vat of boiling oil, the laws of physics say, "Goodbye, eyebrows." There was an explosion. Not a cool Michael Bay explosion where everything looks cinematic. No, this was a mushroom cloud of grease and feathers that rose higher than my credit score. Brad's golden retriever started barking at the turkey, which launched out of the pot like Elon Musk trying to reach Mars. I just stood there holding a spatula thinking, is this considered terrorism or just a really aggressive brunch? Brad walked over, put out my lawn with a fire extinguisher, looked at the charred remains of the bird, and said the most American thing ever. Well, at least the weather's nice, huh? We ended up eating Domino's. Honestly, best Thanksgiving ever. But the funniest part was when we sat down to say what we were thankful for. Brad looked at me, dead serious, and said, "I'm thankful for the local fire department and for the fact that my neighbor isn't a professional demolitions expert." I learned one thing about America that day. It doesn't matter how badly you screw up. As long as you have a good story to tell afterward and you remember to tip the pizza delivery guy, you're doing just fine. Next year, I'm bringing napkins. Napkins don't explode. At least, I don't think they do. Thanks.